kids in the background very well. Shit, a brick. Oh, god damn it. Okay, everything is saved. All is well. All is well. Nothing has gone bad.
Is it your stocks or is it just regular 2020 stuff?
No, I thought my page was my quote. Nice microphone. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Yeah, okay.
Oh yes, whiskey is rather nice.
Absolutely. One quote, okay. And we are recording in 3, 2. Just untangle myself. 2.5. 1. So, people hire you to break into their places, to make sure no one can break into their places. It's a living, yes, but not a very good one.
I take advantage of the laws of the nation because I'm running a company.
Good stuff, and thus welcome to How Do I Rob This, the podcast where we plan the perfect heist. With me for the first time in, it's been 84 years.
Unbelievably, it's Oscar Brown!
Oh my god, you're peaking there.
Oh, sorry about that. I got very excited. It's just so good to be back in the studio.
Just gonna live mute you. Yeah, the studio, the old studio had exploded in the meantime, so if you're watching the video version, you will notice everything's gone to shit. We are sitting amidst 15 microphones that have planned a revolution against us and tried to sabotage the podcast, but
that's how Trump feels, right? Everything's gone to shit and a whole bunch of microphones are plotting against him.
Yeah, I just saw on your phone as I took a glance over, that was a Trump quote.
It was a Trump quote, yes it was. Yeah, the greatest con man and criminal of all times, in my opinion, actually. He's a big hero of mine. We're great friends, actually. Yeah, good friends, very good friend of mine.
Also a good golfer.
Yes, as am I.
I do recall. But nonetheless, this is not How Do I Golf This? This is How Do I Rob This? For every episode, which tend to come out monthly, we're working on it, on being back on schedule again. We plan the perfect heist. So one of us will choose something to steal or someone to steal from. And as always, we've got 3 rules. Number 1, we always have to get away with it. Number 2, we don't kill people. And number 3, we only steal from people that deserve to be stolen from.
Oh, and I can't wait to hear who deserves to be stolen from today.
Ah, yes. So I'm just going to do one quick change to the program, which I can't do anymore. Okay, fine. No, hang on. I'll need to do it. Ah, good stuff. Yes, thank you. Just so I know we're not over time. Okay, so I have a question for you, because we tend to bring in a trivia question.
Please do.
And the audience can guess along as well. Which author has...
Dickens.
In 3 consecutive years...
J.K. Rowling.
Won the prestigious... Yes, but... Let me pose the question.
It is J.K. Rowling, isn't it?
J.K. Rowling.
Yes! Oh, I'm so good.
Won the prestigious Nestle Smarties book prize, only to withdraw their participation for the 4th year to give other authors a chance.
Dickens.
Damn it! Nearly got me there. Yes, it is J.K. Rowling.
J.K. Rowling. Hang on, I've got many questions. What the hell is the Smartie prize?
Nestle and Smart...
Is Nestle from Smarties?
The other way around.
Smarties are from Nestle.
Yes.
So that question, like what came first, the chicken or the egg, that's very clear with Smarties and Nestle? Were Smarties their own company and then
they got bought by Nestle?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
interesting.
But there's so many evils in here. I mean, there's
I know.
the evils of Nestle, there's the evils of J.K. Rowling.
Yes.
Is it J.K. Rowling or J.K. Rowling?
I think it's Rowling, but I've heard both. I've looked her up and people seem to use Rowling and Rowling.
Okay.
Simultaneously. I know J.K. is bullshit. It's just Joanne.
And the K is like
the
just
K
to
is
make
for
it
nothing.
sound...
So she, when she pitched Harry Potter and she wanted to sell the book and market the book, particularly to young boys, she was afraid that a female author would turn them off.
Okay.
So she changed her name to J.K. and she just thought that most authors tend to have like 2 initials.
Okay.
At the very least.
Fair enough.
George R.R. Martin's, your J.R.R. Tolkien's.
Yeah, you need to have 2 R's apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, she went with a K instead. that's okay.
Yes. That's one of the 3 Ks she likes.
Right. So those are the okay, so there's the first 2 evils, but then also Smarties are pretty evil, I must say.
Yes.
Do you like Smarties?
I'm not that much into sweets to begin with.
Yes, but if you would have to eat one, like, would it be up there on like the first or on the last of the list?
It's below M&Ms.
Below M&Ms.
And M&Ms wouldn't be very high on my list.
Okay. I detest Smarties.
I haven't had one in ages. Can one even have one? Because it's always Smarties. It's never like, I'll have one Smartie.
I'll have a Smart.
Smart. Oh, that's Smarts.
Yeah. No, I detest them. I also love them though. I love eating them. I like the flavor. I like the taste. I love it. What I cannot do, the feeling of that hard candy on my teeth is too much for me. It gives me the heebie-jeebies. Like, if I eat Smarties, I can only eat one at a time, and I can only eat them vertically and only in one particular area of my mouth. Because the thought of people taking a whole box of Smarties and going and then throwing them all into the mouth at the same time.
Deep throating the entire Smartie.
No, but it's the thought of them. Look, I've actually got goosebumps right now.
Watch this on YouTube. It's great video content.
Where
if we are in frame.
It's like,
sorry.
I think an SMR video of someone eating Smarties, and it's when they touch the teeth and each other in your mouth. It's the absolute worst. I cannot deal with that.
It's a bit like munching down on a box of teeth.
Like, that'd be horrible.
Soft children's teeth that have already made a bit corrosive by sugar.
Smarties are like J.K. Rowling. I mean, one is okay, but a whole box full of them is just, nobody needs that. Nobody wants that.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, J.K. Rowling, at the moment in the public consciousness, simply by her transphobic tweets. Yes. Not that she's written anything. So, are you familiar with the term TERF?
Like, is it a turf war? As in, like, what should we do with these old oranges? Should we keep them? Nah, turf them.
Close enough. TERF. Trans exclusionary radical feminist. Exclusionary
radical feminist
TERF. Considered by TERFs to be a slur.
Okay.
But a lot of things are considered to be slurs by the people in question. A lot of Nazis don't like being called Nazis.
Yes. Do TERFs like being called TERFs?
No.
Wait, are TERFs a good thing or a bad thing?
A bad thing.
They're bad things, right? Okay.
Yes.
Do we know any TERFs?
Well, J.K. Rowling.
Okay.
Not personally. But
not personally.
No, I mean, I don't know her personally. Maybe you do.
I know the the child of the publisher.
Harry Potter.
Of the Harry Potter books, yeah. Or one of the publishers or whatever. The child of the as a child.
So before this all started, I mean, this
Corona
kerfuffle here. No.
The microphones.
Yes, me fiddling with 24 microphones.
Right.
In the duration of 17 minutes. I also had memorized a name. Because after the Harry Potter books, she has written like a crime novel.
Yes.
Under a synonym. The synonym is Robert Galbraith.
Right. There's the R she was looking for the whole time.
Yes. However, Robert Galbraith, real life doctor/scientist, I want to say, huge promoter of conversion therapy.
Oh wow.
So yeah, might be a coincidence, but unlikely, I would say.
So you're gonna have to. I mean, I've sort of seen the bits about her, but I haven't really followed it. So she's come out and been a bit of a nerf.
Yeah, a bit of a nerf gun.
TERF, sorry.
Yes, nerf herder. She really. So she's been out of public consciousness ever since the last Harry Potter book was published, pretty much.
Which is why should she be in the public consciousness anyway? Yeah, no one's interested in her. Everyone's interested in Harry and Hermione and Ron. Roger.
You a Harry Potter fan?
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan.
Really? You're a pothead, as one says.
Yes, I mean, Which house are you? A little bit older than probably Slytherin. I'm also a realist. Like let's be honest. Like I definitely 100%
as all Slytherin tend to be.
Yes. I was a little bit older than the normal Harry Potter, but I managed to read the books before the movies came out. So by the time the movies came out, I wasn't too much into them, but I was
would have been
very
like
much
17.
No, I was 15 when I read the first 2 or 3 books. And then after that, I was hooked. And then that took me all the way through to my second final year, my penultimate year of university, at which point I was in line at midnight waiting for the movie to come out wearing a witch's hat.
That was my question.
Yes.
Were you in costume?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah,
Do you
no,
still
for sure.
have the costume?
No, not really. I mean, I took 2 days off university to read it. Like I went all out. Like it was.
So you just barreled through.
And what was quite nice was one could actually do a media blackout back then. It's not that long ago, but like I didn't have a smartphone. Like people didn't have smartphones.
Yes. Yeah,
so
I recall.
Like people when they went ballistic about what's that thing with the throne? Game of Thrones. Like people are like, oh, don't talk to me or whatever. Yeah. Like because I have to watch the last season or whatever. And then but there's you couldn't do spoilers back then. Like if I didn't go to university, like it was like I just read the book in peace. It was great.
Yeah, I remember the good old times when you just didn't care, and like something would come out like 3 or 4 months after its US release, and just
do great.
You didn't care. Yeah, I remember I didn't read them particularly because I read
because you can't read.
Yes, well, that was another thing. But I read. I mean, someone read to me an interview.
Someone read Harry Potter to you.
No, someone read an interview to me because
right.
I can't read.
Okay.
In which they asked Rowling a few questions about authorship and writing a book, and I found her to be so unlikable.
Oh yeah.
So even and that must have been like in the early 2000s when the books took off, because the first one I think was released in 1997.
Yes.
But I think they only really took off after the second or third one.
Yeah, after the third one, I think that's when it sort of really went like bananas.
When they got the third Nestle Smarties.
Oh, is that
book prize? Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Please to tell me about the Smarties Award.
I don't think it's a physical award. At least I couldn't find anything on it.
What? You can't find anything about the Smarties Award?
No, there's a few winners. It was cancelled in 2008.
Why? Because like literally every author was like, I'm not interested in the Smarties Award. Stop phoning me about the Smarties.
Stop tossing randomly Smarties at me on the street. Yeah, I think also Nestle might have had something to do with that, because I don't think many authors, particularly of young adult literature, would want to be associated with Nestle, and a company that is specifically known for purchasing water wells in the third world.
Yeah. Them damn little nest buggers.
Yeah. So, yes.
So, just to confirm, we're going after
J.K. Rowling.
Yes. We're not going after Nestle.
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
But
at some point we'll have to.
I think so. You were telling me why she's a NERF.
A TERF.
A TERF.
No, she's just she started out. TERFs will sometimes call themselves gender critical.
Yes. Gender critical.
Gender critical, yes.
But she was open-minded, like Dumbledore was gay.
Was he, though? I would argue it's not in the books. It's just something she said on Twitter.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. She didn't openly come out and say he's gay.
And as someone who's studied literature, I would say if it's not in the book, it's not in the book. And the author cannot just randomly go and go, like, no, actually, he was gay. Very loving relationship. Like, that's not her place to say. If she wanted to have it in the book, just put it in the book. And then it's in there. If you want characters to not have racist names, maybe don't call the Asian character Cho Chang.
Yes. That's a good point. I mean, that character can then only be played by an Asian.
Yes, but I don't think that was her intention. She 100% would have whitewashed it. Also, like, very little POC representation in the Harry Potter books, from what I've gathered. Again, like, I'm only culturally aware.
Well, there was a big hubbub about when they did the play, and then Hermione turned out to be black. They did the play, and they cast a black actress to play Hermione, and everyone was like, "Oh my god!" But then she came out and was like, "I never mentioned that she was white."
I've seen that tweet.
Yeah,
but I think someone was like counterpointed that with explicit mentions of pale skin.
Oh, really?
And bright hair.
Oh,
yeah. So
amazing. I love it.
It's just one of her, oh no, I've always been woke things.
Oh, okay.
I never mentioned she was white.
Okay.
Only that she had alabaster skin.
Oh, okay. So she came out and did. She's said some pretty horrible things, has she?
So she's gotten worse. So it started off, I think, fairly harmlessly, where it was just like, no, it's feminism. It's all about women. I don't think trans women should call themselves women. Just paraphrasing here.
Yeah.
So it didn't start full on, but the more people have attacked her for it, the harder she's gone into it. Like, the funniest thing that has happened, she was commenting on a child's drawing of a dragon, I think.
Right. What, like,
and
she does that? That's what she does with her spare time now?
Yeah.
Why does she do anything? Why does she come out of her house?
I don't know.
She must have like $1 billion.
Isn't she richer than the Queen? Wasn't that a thing a couple of years back?
I'm going to write that down. Richer than the Queen. Richer than the Queen. I'm gonna find that out. But I think at this point, a lot of people are richer than the Queen.
Also richer than the band Queen.
Queen, yeah.
Yes.
Maybe.
And mid-tweet, she copy-pasted one of the TERF comments she had apparently looked up on the internet.
Because she got her copy-paste wrong?
Yes.
Wow.
I'll look that up in the research break.
That's amazing.
So it's been that. She's been Twitter-friendly with one woman who recently wrote an article titled "Why We Should Befriend Neo-Nazis."
Mm-hmm.
So she's just drifted further and further to the right.
But like befriend neo-Nazis in a way, like to integrate them back into society in that sort of way, or more like...
It's hard to tell.
Okay.
I haven't read the article. I haven't gone that deep. And one of the earlier points of contention, I think a couple of months back, was when a trans woman in the UK, I think, lost her job.
Okay.
Or sued her boss because the boss wouldn't recognize her gender identity.
Okay.
And Rowling has been vehemently defending that person's right not to recognize the gender identity.
Why is she getting involved?
I don't know. Like, even if she's so rich, she's so powerful, she has such a huge following, even if she is gender critical, even if she is the most transphobic person on the world, just shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah.
Stop tweeting about it. Shut your mouth. You have zero interactions with trans people.
Yeah.
On your regular daily basis in your fucking house, which we're going to break into.
And we don't know what we're going to steal.
So she's very private. There's very few images from within her house.
Yeah.
But I think, also one of the things I find extremely unlikable about her, there's the rumor that she's written Harry Potter, the manuscript, on a typewriter. And instead of photocopying it, because supposedly she's been so poor, she had typed it all over again a few times.
Okay.
False. Even in interviews, she later claimed, that's not true.
Why didn't she just write on a laptop like a normal person in 97?
I don't know. I do not know. So I think a lot of this comes down to sort of her building up a personal myth.
Oh, right, okay.
Because she was poor when she wrote the Harry Potter books.
Yeah. Well, like,
so she's
a
kind
lot
of
of
an
authors, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, I've been to Edinburgh, and in Edinburgh, I've been to the cafe where she apparently wrote Harry Potter.
Is it a Harry Potter themed cafe now?
I can't remember, because I was walking down the street and I was like, oh, look, there's a cafe where there's like 1,000 people standing outside for no good reason, because and then
because the coffee is shit.
And then someone told me, they were like, oh, well, that's the place where J.K. Rowling wrote Harry Potter. And I was like, okay, well, let's not go there, because I mean, like, why stand in line forever to go to that cafe?
That's right next to the place where Hemingway famously masturbated.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so we just went to the place across the road. It was great. Had a pint.
Which was a brothel.
It didn't matter what it was. They had pints.
Okay, yeah. That's sort of what I've also found out where she lives. She lives in like a mansion.
Of course she does.
Estate. I think in Scotland as well.
Oh yeah.
Again, very few private. I think it's called like Kilkenny or something.
Oh yeah.
It hasn't. It's one of those things that has a name.
Imagine
you living in a place that has a name.
My house has a name.
Manfred.
I'm not talking to you for the rest of the evening.
It's going to be a very boring episode, but not our worst one.
No, not quite as bad as episode. No, we don't talk about that one. Yes. Research break?
Yes, research break. Oh, this has all been going surprisingly well.
Swimmingly.
Yes.
I'm going to research the Smartie Award.
I'll turn off the camera. I can make it through without touching anything. Oh. Yeah, I thought actually it would be fun.
Research break?
Yes, research break.
1 second, Felix.
No, we are live now.
You will be live.
Sorry, Oscar.
We're audio.
I am kind of like working on something right now.
Okay, very quickly. Please tell me about Smarties.
Okay.
You told me there's
Smarties?
yes, the colors. You told me there's something about the colors.
Yes. There is something different about them.
Please tell me.
What do you want me to just explain it?
Yes.
Okay, so they all taste exactly the same, but the orange ones, if you suck on them, they taste like orange. And I swear by this. And there's other sweets that do the same.
Thank you. That's fantastically useful information and will be great for the podcast.
Really?
Fritz says hi.
Fritz says hi. All right. Bye, Felix.
How's it, Fritz? Okay, can you explain the context just quickly?
You'll have to listen to the podcast.
Okay, I will.
All right. Bye.
That sounds epic. Okay.
And even then, there's only a 50-50 chance of you
Being in
getting the context.
Yeah.
The context. Okay. Now
Yep.
that we're recording, Ken, shall we just keep recording?
We can keep going.
Where's the tweet? I was just looking at the
tweet.
Oh, someone censored it. People are so sensitive.
People censored
Here
her
it
tweet?
is. Yes. Just stop.
What do you mean? Why would they censor the tweet?
Because it says fuck.
She
Okay, so
posted.
someone screenshotted it.
Of course, someone did.
So someone sent her a child's drawing, and she wrote, "I love this truly fabulous Ichabog with its bat ears, mismatched eyes, and terrifying bloodstained teeth. In court, Wolf claimed, the Facebook post in which he'd said he wanted to fuck up some TERFs was just bravado. Hashtag the Ichabog."
What?
Okay, boomer.
And she posted this to a child?
Yes, she tweeted this at a child. The tweet is still there, corrected though.
And she
has taken down the original.
What did she remove? Hashtag Ichabog? I mean, that's obviously the error.
You can't edit tweets, so she had to take the entire tweet down. Anyway, yeah.
Oh my word! What a funny thing. And you reckon she just copy pasted error?
Yes.
She tweets her own tweets.
It would be surprising if she didn't, because then whoever does.
Well, they got fired. That's for sure.
Fuckhead. Yeah. No, I think she tweets her own tweets.
But that would mean she tweets from a computer.
Yes. She does not tweet from a typewriter.
Very good.
Mm.
Do you want to know something about Smarties?
You mean even more information?
Even more about Smarties, yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't originally owned by Nestle.
Oh.
That little nest.
The nest?
Little nesty. No, they were bought at some point for an undisclosed fee. But they have been making Smarties since 1937.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a long time.
So.
Well, that's what they've been called, Smarties. And Smarties,
Yeah.
just for all our American listeners, Smarties, it's not the same thing in the USA. They don't have Smarties.
Ah.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Were Smarties like Volkswagen, invented by the Nazi Party?
No,
they're
UK. They're UK. But surprisingly enough, where are all Smarties made now?
In the headquarters of the Nazi Party?
In Germany, actually,
Oh.
yes, yeah, all Smarties. There's no UK-based Smartie company anymore. But their slogans are great. They've only ever had two slogans. And their main slogan, which they still use, is "Only Smarties have the answers," which is a great slogan.
It's a good slogan.
It is. It might also be the title.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's a good one. Because I thought of the title. How do I rob this and the robbery of the TERF?
Yes.
But yeah, only Smarties have the answer.
Yeah.
Go on.
You also
Have
don't
the
know Harry
answers.
Potter well enough to go good a good
Whoa,
quote title. You
I know.
don't.
I
will battle you on a Harry
culturally
Potter.
aware. Ask me anything.
I'll think of a good one.
Yes.
Yeah. The other quote or the other slogan is, "Do you eat the red ones first?" Which is very Matrixy.
What?
Yeah, which is great.
That was the actual slogan.
Those
Do
are the
you eat
actual-
the red ones first?
Yes, question mark.
But that was during the Cold War, right?
Yeah, they still use it occasionally, apparently.
Mm.
Yeah, so that's Smarties for you. But yeah, they don't have them in the USA. In the USA, it's a different thing. Smarties are these small little flat, little suck-on sweets, you know?
Yeah, kind of like M&Ms, but not really.
No, like long, flat, like look like little tablets, like that you throw in water and dissolve.
Yeah, I also feel like they
But
have
are
like
weird.
this tiny minty flavor to them.
But actual Smarties?
Yeah, don't you think?
But no,
Like the chocolate coating.
they don't have a
If
minty
it is
flavor.
chocolate,
It could be chocolate.
no, it also could be just fat.
Ah.
Kind of like ice cream is covered in fat, essentially, not chocolate. Like Magnum
Oh,
ice cream.
right. I was about to say, I need to tell you how ice cream is made. So, yes,
It's like sausage. You don't want to know.
I can also tell you about the Smarties Award.
Yes, please.
So maybe one of the reasons why she only ever won 3
Mm-hmm.
is because after the 3rd book, Harry Potter kind of became like an adult book.
Really?
Yeah, well, I mean, the category only goes until 11, and certainly I wouldn't let my children, which I don't have, read books.
But why not make the category go to 10 and just make 10 the loudest?
It's a good question. Good, well done, sir. Yes,
Thank
I'm
you.
done with my research now. That's it. I'm
I'm
retreating back into my shell
sorry.
now.
You can prepare your Harry Potter question, which I will answer masterfully.
Fine.
Which race do the gnomes on the bank depict? The Jewish race. See? I have all the answers.
Wow, that's really racist.
But they are all Jewish stereotypes.
But it's so true.
From
I'm
what
like,
I've
no, but
gathered,
I'm saying,
yes,
like,
but-
I can't believe it. Like, that's really racist.
Yeah, I know. I
Huh.
know.
Do you have any other racist things like that?
Not off the top of my head, but I'm sure something will.
Wow, this is like watch Oscar have his eyes open about his childhood books, and like, I mean, she wasn't a hero of mine. It just
No.
that's why. I mean, she would be just such a prime candidate of someone one could just ignore. Like
Yes.
everyone could just stop following her, and she would be irrelevant.
I also, like, one of the funniest tweets I saw this year was just like someone tweeting, like, should Harry Potter be accepted into the canon of Holocaust literature? And someone replied with, I'm begging you all, read another book.
Why
Because
would it go into Holocaust
I
literature?
don't know, but I kind of I always have the nagging feeling that people who have read Harry Potter
Yeah,
just stopped and were like, nope, that's peak book for me.
I've read all of them now.
Yeah, I'll
Well,
just
they
stop.
might have moved on to Stephanie Meyer's masterpieces, and then maybe Hunger Games,
Yes.
and then then they became adults. They're fully grown now, which means they're entitled to read 50 Shades of Grey, and that's it. That is now peak literature. That's
Yes.
canon. I mean,
Yeah.
those books. That's it. That's all
It's
you
one,
need,
one
really.
huge trilogy.
Yeah. No.
The decamology.
There's been some other books that have won the Smarties
Yes.
award, though. Some that you'd recognize. The Gruffalo.
Oh, you mean Mark Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo has won an actual
For his
Smarties book.
autobiography,
Yeah, they gave him some.
The Gruffalo.
Yeah, exactly. And then we're going on a bear hunt.
That I've never heard of.
Yeah, you're obviously not a child, but we've known this for a while now. So
Okay. Well,
yes, tell me about J.K. Rowling's cafe and her house and
yeah,
stuff like that.
I've read up on her estate. So, good news, her neighbors hate her.
Oh, so amazing! I bet you she's someone who argues about hedges.
No, but about fences.
Yes, well, that's what
Yeah,
you call
she's-
hedges
she's-
in Scotland.
No, but she's wanted to get like a high security fence, 1.8 meters high.
Proper fans can still fly over with broomsticks. Yeah,
Or toss the snatch over the snitch.
snitch. There you go.
Look, whatever.
Yeah.
I-
What is the spell used to
It's Expecto Patronum.
to freeze someone in a full body lock?
Freeze someone in a full body lock.
Yeah.
What's freezing?
You can think about it for a while.
Yes, I will. Get glaciers.
No,
Get glaciers, my dude.
What? Keep reading.
Okay. She has CCTV on the premises.
So wait, she wanted to be, which one's allowed
Which
to
she
have on
did.
one's own places, right? One's allowed to have CCTV on one's own house.
Yes.
Yes. Also in the UK, you can have CCTV anyway.
There's CCTV anyway.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, that just makes it harder to break in there, is what I'm saying. But what's up with these fences? These fences are how high?
1.8 meters. So the good thing,
That means I can look over the top, but you can't.
her entire estate just caters to our special skills because it also borders on the River Tay.
Oh, amazing.
So you can come
We
in
need
by
a
boat
boat.
and I can climb over the fence.
That's amazing.
CCTV, there's guards on the premises at all times.
Actual guards.
Actual guards. Which we'll have to avoid. But I think wearing a ghillie suit and just crawling tactically should serve as well.
That was okay. Like, that was a nice reference, but you referenced it badly.
What?
Wait, what is
Ghillie was
suit?
one of the characters in Harry Potter.
Who?
Is that correct? No, what's the reference? A ghillie suit.
No.
A ghillie suit is like one of those stealth combat military stealth suits, which kind of looks like you're covered in fern.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, because there's this there's a weed called gillyweed, which you can eat in the Harry Potter universe, and then that gives you lungs underwater. Grows gills.
Oh, I see. Yes,
so that's why I was like, wow, well done. I mean, like, you referenced something, but then incorrectly, but now it just turns out I didn't know that something like a ghillie suit actually exists.
Yeah, I think it also might come from something like a gillyweed.
No, I don't think gillyweed actually
exists. But like, it is, so I think the ghillie suit
they also read Harry Potter,
originates in Scotland.
Oh.
It's actually a hunting suit.
Okay,
I believe.
all right.
Anyway,
Anywho,
sorry, I've been drifting off diagonally. That was a reference.
to Harry Potter?
Yes,
No.
Diagon Alley.
Oh.
I know Harry Potter's. So, her house. The house itself has been built in 1865.
Wow, but you only published Harry Potter in 97.
Yeah, the foresight of these people.
It's incredible.
Particularly Clan Murray, which owned the estate in the 17th century.
Glen Murray as in like the golfer?
No, Clan Murray.
Oh, the Clan Murray.
Yes.
Okay.
They have a fantastic
Whiskey?
seal. No, probably also whiskey. There's a this is getting better and better. There's a distillery right across
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to spend 2
Right
weeks
across the
there
river.
preparing.
the Aberfeldy distillery.
Oh, great.
So we can just sort of scout the premises as we're having a distillery tour. So again, her neighbors hate her for what she's done to the premises. She also has a glass-fronted office in this old 19th century Gothic mansion.
Which is not a crime. It's not a crime. Like, one's
It's a
allowed
crime
to...
against aesthetics.
But no one else can see it. I mean, she wants to like look out. Like, it's okay to have a glass-fronted office. You think that's a crime? You are the prime candidate to build a glass-fronted office. If you could have one, you would have one.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have one in an old English/Scottish mansion. It's called Killer Chassis.
Killer Chassis.
Killer Chassis, the Killer Chassis estate. And in that Gothic old stone castle of a house, she has a glass-fronted office.
Well, yes. I mean, I would probably have that as well. I mean, think about these old buildings, right? They're all built with very thick walls, tiny little windows, small little entranceways for tiny Scottish people. And, like, you need some light. She needs to go out there and she needs to read the morning newspaper and post some tweets. I mean, she doesn't write books anymore. She's done with that. Like, does she have children?
I think.
Does she have a husband?
She does. She was a single mother when she wrote the Harry Potter books.
She was a single mother when she wrote Harry... Wow.
Yes.
Well, good on her for that.
Yes.
But bad on her for all the rest
for
of the
everything
shit.
else.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Also, like, diminishing returns on all her books because she's also heavily involved in the Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them thingy.
Oh, those
franchise
movies.
of films. Yes, which, like, from what I hear, are bad.
Well, I actually enjoyed them, but all I want to see is I actually just want to watch a nature documentary. Like, so I just want... What's his name?
Yes.
The lead actor? What's his name?
He was in Jupiter Ascending.
Was he?
Yes, and funnily enough, he was the trans woman in the Danish girl.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Interesting. Isn't that a funny story?
Convenient? Oh, how the turntables.
Wasn't he also Stephen Hawking?
Yes.
Okay. So him.
Whatever his name
It's
is.
not Domhnall Gleeson, is it?
It's something red. Eddie Redmayne.
Is it? It's not Eddie Redmayne.
It's Eddie Redmayne.
Is it Eddie
Yes.
Redmayne? Okay. Well, Eddie...
Isn't Donald Gleason?
Is that an old man?
No, that's Brandon Gleason.
Oh, his
Donald
father.
Gleason's father, yes.
Yes, okay. But I think he's also in those movies. In any case...
He probably is.
I just wanted to
point.
see him like going through this... climbing through his own bag and looking at fantastical beasts and then just doing like sort of like a Steve Irwin sort of
Yes, but
Harry
instead
Potter
you've
world.
got the crimes of gay wizard Hitler.
How do we know he's gay? Because he slept with Dumbledore.
But did he though? Was it
did.
on screen?
No, because they didn't make those movies yet. I'm sure there's some pretty cool fan art out there. Like,
There's certainly some deviant out, but unless I see, and if you have it, please tweet it our way. Unless I see a full-on sex scene between Johnny Depp and Jude Law or Ethan Hawke. I think it's Jude Law.
Oh no, okay. I was going with one of the older Dumbledores, which is one of the reasons why they
Not
died.
Ian McKellen.
Because the first Dumbledore he died because he read the script and he was like, wait, there's like going to be a gratuitous gay sex scene like in the third movie. Like hell no, like that's not okay.
In that case, they should have cast Ian McKellen.
He's a good man, but no, he's great because he said he's already played the greatest wizard.
True.
Yeah, and that's just the killer of all arguments, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a mic drop there.
Yeah, we shouldn't steal from him, ever.
No.
Yeah.
No, 100% not.
Yeah.
If anything, we should make him richer.
Unless he turns out to be a really horrible guy, in which case we will steal from him because, that's what we do. We change our minds as well very quickly. Okay, so this estate does sound lovely.
Yes.
Should we take the whole thing? No. What are we going to get from her?
So I think if she still has it, her typewriter.
The typewriter.
A typewriter. Because I think she strikes me as the kind of person who would keep this.
She keeps the old typewriter? Do you think she still has like the original Harry Potter manuscript lying around? Is that even a thing?
Supposedly handwritten.
Supposedly handwritten.
Yes. Again, like take it with a grain of salt. I think a lot of the stuff she's done and that has made her so popular, especially in the beginning, was just sort of her ramping up her own myth.
Right.
So yeah, supposedly handwritten, supposedly then written on a typewriter to be sent to publishers or literary agents. Unclear. So yeah, I would say the typewriter, and maybe as a bonus, fill her house with Smarties.
You better believe there's gonna be Smarties involved in this heist. Like the moment that you said the Smarties award, like I knew there was like something was gonna be filled with a lot of Smarties. Like that, there's no way we're gonna get around that.
Something that would also be kind of a nice idea, I think, but maybe logistically not exactly reasonable, is getting the furniture from the cafe she's written Harry Potter in when she was poor and replacing that with the furniture in, we have a choice here, 2 halls, a dining room, a drawing room, a morning room.
What do you mean a morning room? Like when she goes when she's sad?
No, a morning room where she goes early in the morning.
Oh.
Or early in the morning, as the old Scots would say. 7 bedrooms, plus a 2-bedroom extension in the west wing.
Or maybe that's where the glass thing is
and
attached
the office.
to.
Yeah, maybe.
Which aesthetically would be nicer. It would make sense, wouldn't it?
That's what we are looking at here.
Okay. And she lives there, by herself? Or with her family?
I think she might be married. I didn't look that up.
I would be interested to see what happened to her children, what they do now, Like, are they a thing,
They would be of age now.
But didn't Harry Potter himself come out and criticize her about some of the things that she said?
I think all of the actors did.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think all of the actors...
well, they're no longer on her payroll, so they can say whatever they want.
Criticized her at some point.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Hermione Granger.
No. I'm thinking of the real life actress who played Cho Chang. It's Sonia Leung or something.
I'm not sure.
I'm fairly certain her last name is Leung.
Okay.
Might be Sonia, might be anything else. I think it's someone else. Anyway, so she recently tweeted, so if you want to know my opinion about the name Cho Chang, ... and then everything else on the timeline was filled with donations to Black Lives Matter. So,
which is also a nice mic drop comment.
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, like that in itself is.
She just got added to the Ian McKellen list.
Yeah, and like also bold move to not change the name Cho Chang for the films?
They called it well, I mean, difficult. I'm imagining being the sort of the script writer, the production man, the showrunner on the films.
Rowling was also heavily involved in the films.
Yeah, I'm sure she was. But then imagine like you've just got this sort of like, I bet you she drinks old brown sherry in the mornings. You know what I mean? And then she's just like,
You mean in her morning room?
yes, absolutely. And she's just really unpleasant. She's someone who builds a fence. She builds hedges around everything.
Yeah.
Like she's really unpleasant. I bet you she leaves notes. You know what I mean? I bet she leaves notes like in the like when her child doesn't do something in the morning, like she'll go ahead and like write him a note and be like, "Dear Daniel, I've written this on my typewriter, especially.
Don't be such a Slytherin.
Don't be such a Slytherin.
I raised
That's
you
so
to
true.
be a Glanavog, and you said no. Wait, the yellow black ones. They're Hufflepuffs.
Gryffindors.
No, Gryffindors are red and black. Red and yellow.
I don't do colors. So
Harry Potter's. Oh right, yes, I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah.
I just know I'm green like a Slytherin, and black in my heart like a Slytherin.
Yeah, let's put all the evil kids into one house.
They're not evil.
See what happens.
They're not evil.
They're just cunning
yes
and conniving and violent.
and the Gryffindor guys are like so. The later books are actually quite interesting because in the play that came
You've
out,
seen the play.
I haven't seen the play.
Cursed
I've
Child.
read the play. Okay. It turns out that Harry Potter is a bit of a jock.
Yes.
Yeah, like he's a bit of like a jock dad. Like he's all like, "Come on, son, like you got to do sports," and his son's like, "Nah, I'm like more into like other things." And he's like, "That's so dumb because I love sports." Yeah. I'm oversimplifying it, but if you look at Gryffindors in that light, then yeah, they just like sort of sportsy wartsies, full on jock people, and then if you think about who were you at school, like you were someone who's like, yeah, we were still interested in like a whole bunch of things. Of course, you were interested in like power to break it down, but you were also like not exactly a cool kid, which makes you by definition a Slytherin.
Did you just say interested in power?
I was trying to put it in Harry Potter terms.
Unlimited power!
Yeah, I didn't do so well in primary school. The teachers didn't see eye to eye with my irresatiable thirst for power.
With your quest for destroying all the Horcruxes.
Yes. Didn't go down so well. So, oh my word, do you think her typewriter is a Horcrux?
Ooh.
I mean, if she is, she
Yes.
is really horrible. Maybe, I mean, we should take 4 items or 5?
Yes.
Four for the
How
sake
many
of...
Horcruxes are there?
I think
Harry Potter is one.
Yes, in the end, it was a bit confusing. Yeah, but Harry, I mean, let's say there was one for all the houses, definitely.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
7. I think there was 7 because that's
seven's
special
the
number. Whatever.
number,
Let's
yeah.
do 4. 4 is a good number as
Good.
well. Yeah.
We steal 4 things.
Yes, 4 things because I mean we've only mentioned a few. So we'll definitely steal the typewriter.
Yes.
The original manuscript.
Yes.
Her bottle of old brown sherry.
Yes.
Or something from the morning room, certainly.
Yeah. Anyway, would you recognize a morning room?
Yeah, it'll all be draped in black and stuff.
Interesting.
Yes.
Do the windows face east?
They must. It's also lined up exactly to face Jerusalem.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, morning room. What else? What else do we take?
A bit of the fence, I'd say.
Yes. The CCTV cameras.
Oh, at least one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
There you go.
I'll take a CCTV
Yeah.
camera. Okay. Good stuff. I'm hearing things in the walls. Are you hearing it
Yes.
as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, shall we do another research break and see about how we go about breaking in?
Yeah, I've also got a bit of a whiskey problem.
Yeah. Well, we'll get some whiskey from the Aberfeldy distillery.
Fantastic. This episode has been sponsored by...
No, it hasn't. But please, get in touch.
What is it? The Aberforth?
Aberfeldy.
Aberfeldy?
Yes.
Aberfeldy.
Aberfeldy. Smooth taste of robbing J.K. Rowling.
Is that a Lee I doth hear in the background?
Yes. The typical noise of a Hufflepuff.
Oh, that's so true. She's such a Hufflepuff. Give her a cake.
Yes. Lee. Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay, and we are back in. Settle down. 3, 2, 1. And we are back from our research break. So, what do we have?
I'm not even really sure where to begin, actually. Well,
Good, because I have barely anything.
I mean, we've settled on 4 Horcruxes
Yes.
that we're going to steal from her house. I'm vaguely playing with the idea of filling up her crime against aesthetics, her office.
With Smarties.
With Smarties, yeah. So I've worked out the price per cubic meter of Smarties, and
That's
important things like that. That's what I've been doing,
commendable.
and then finding her daughter on Instagram. Yeah, her 28-year-old daughter. Her ex-husband,
28.
28.
She
yeah.
does. You've shown me images. She does not conduct herself like a 28-year-old.
No, she doesn't.
Again, she reminds me of Chad Hanks.
Yeah.
Tom Hanks is misguided, Instagrammy influencer son.
The other son, yeah,
the one who's not Scott.
But it very much looks like. I mean, she's the daughter from the previous marriage with her Portuguese husband, who famously this year came out saying, "Yes, I used to slap her, and I'm not sorry."
I mean, perfect timing.
Yeah,
that was in. I've seen that go through English newspapers.
Was that because she came out and said some horrible things about
Yeah.
trans people, and then he was like, "Oh, this is the perfect time to get this off my
Yes.
chest. This is
Yeah.
it." And then
Yeah,
because no one bats an eyelid. Like if like beforehand, she just in 2000, she's like top of the world, world's richest woman, richer than the Queen. He comes out then and says, "Yeah, I slapped J.K. Rowling."
Yeah.
Then everyone's like, "You're an asshole, George Mendes."
Yeah. Or a very brave man. Had you not known her, had you not been married to her, you just walked up to her.
Exactly.
Red carpet premiere and just slap her in the face. That's for killing my favorite character, Gary Oldman, who's the Half-Blood Prince, who's Sirius Black.
Yeah, but that's also not the Half-Blood Prince.
Oh, really? No, wait. Thingy is Harry Potter.
Snape.
Alan Rickman is the Half-Blood Prince.
Sirius Snape. Yep. Very good.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I don't know what I was talking about. It's all
about
very fascinating,
Smarties
important little
and
things.
slapping a woman in the face.
Yes. So, I mean, yes, and he came out now and admitted that, and I feel like everyone was kind of like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like when the 9/11 thing happened, and then after that there was like a whole bunch of companies that quickly declared bankruptcy just to they had a whole bunch of like financial irregularities and stuff, and they just got that out of the way pretty quickly. So yeah, I wonder what in now during these Corona times.
Those crazy man. These times got Corona.
Yeah, I'm Corona here. I wonder what what will come out retrospectively, like what kind of scandals have been sort of quietly hushed along without anything sort of happening.
Well, I mean, there's been this huge one in German Parliament which has just been brushed over.
Which one in particular?
Okay, I'm just going to summarize it really quickly. Philip Amthor.
Oh yes, that one. Okay, yeah.
Member of Parliament has been lobbying for a company that he had a huge stock share in.
Yeah.
That company apparently does nothing.
Yes.
So they're a typical startup.
Yes.
They do something or other in artificial intelligence, but they only have like 3 employees on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
By comparison, even an artificial intelligence company that works for secret services, like funnily enough, actually named Palantir, named after the Seeing Stones.
We're going to have to do another episode on this. If you're not German, just do yourself a favor, Google this guy and tell me this man does not deserve to be stolen from.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I mean, his main crime, though, is being caught because, seriously, everyone else is doing it. He's just the idiot who got caught.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Again, and the side note, one of the companies who does artificial intelligence or secret services is named Palantir. Have they not read... Oh, that's a good name. Seeing Stone. Yeah, great. Anyway, so I've been reading up on boat rentals on the River Tay.
Oh, yeah?
Surprisingly cheap. You can get them for like £115 for a day, which...
on the River Thames, you can't drive.
On the River Tay.
Oh, the Tay. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Course,
I say Thames.
Sorry.
Like River
No,
Tay.
I
River
probably
Tay.
misheard you.
We'll never know.
I looked up the price of the whiskey, by the way.
Huh.
Yeah.
So?
And...
I think we'll actually have to get that, right?
Well, I mean, when we're there, but I'm quite interested. You can get a bottle of Aberfeldy.
Yes.
For €32. It's a 12-year-old Scotch. Single malt.
Yes.
And the great thing is, what I didn't know, you can get it as a recurring delivery from Amazon. I didn't realize you can get that with whiskey, which I thought was quite pleasant. Yeah, so
maybe that's also one of the things that the lockdown brought about.
Yeah, sign me up to one of those sort of regular whiskey deliveries. There you go. Yeah. So how often would you like it? Well, how often can you bring it?
Okay, I also looked up how much to pay for a ghillie suit.
Right.
Which is like €50, depending on the quality. You can get a really good one for 60, which I think we should get.
Yeah, splurge. I mean, we're not getting new
and-
suits. We're getting ghillie suits.
Do you think the...
Can one blend in? Like, if one walks down the main street of Edinburgh in a
Yes.
ghillie suit, are people like
Yeah, just
odd or not odd?
Scotch in one hand, iron brew in the other.
Yeah.
You'll be doing fine.
Like a fried pizza in the other
Yeah.
hand.
Good times. More hands. So do you think the Scottish Guards, because that's something I'm maybe sort of clutching my hopes on, that they are superstitious? As Scotsmen tend to be.
What are you getting at?
So, should we get caught? Again, I think we'll actually have a good chance of sneaking in undetected, but should we get caught?
Well, luckily someone brought their invisibility cloak.
That's also a Harry Potter reference,
Yes,
I
it is,
understood.
yes.
But you're talking in Tom Riddles.
Very good. Well
that was
done.
Voldemort's crime, by the way, publicly stating that trans women are women.
Carry on.
That's why he shall not be named. Anyway, the ghillie suit is named after the ghillie doo, which is a mystical creature in Gaelic folklore.
Ooh,
The
I
ghillie
see
doo?
where you're going
Yes,
with that.
a creature dressed in leaves and moss,
Just in even. Oh, that's great. Okay.
and then famously worn by the Royal Scouts,
Okay.
the snipers of the First World War, which were
Wearing only gillyweed and only that.
mainly hunters, yes,
Okay.
or former hunters.
Okay, ghillie suits. Well, so that means we'll actually sort of be able to wade from the river right up into the property?
Again, so my plan actually would be cater to our strengths.
Yes.
You'll take the naval route,
Yeah.
and I'll just climb over the fence.
Yeah, okay. That
I'll use
sounds
my
like a good
bouldering
plan.
skills. You'll use your naval.
My naval skills.
Yeah.
And then how do we escape? By road.
Just walk out of there.
Just leave.
So apparently in 2007, I'm taking it with a grain of salt because there was only one source I found that on, and that source is stolenvermeerblogspot.com.
Oh, yes. Okay. I love that blog.
Yeah, one of my favorites. But apparently, if that is to be believed, someone broke into her mansion in 2007 and stole the painting.
The painting.
A painting.
Which painting?
One of them. She has many paintings. There's numerous paintings by Scottish colorists in there, and apparently they stole one.
So they broke into her house and they didn't steal the most valuable item she has?
No. They didn't know what they were doing. So apparently they didn't know it was J.K. Rowling's house when they broke in.
They were like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Your Honor.
Yes.
I didn't. We didn't know it was. Didn't know we were breaking into a national treasure's house. We just broke into the biggest damn castle around.
Yeah.
But we were like, we just thought it was just a regular
Well,
guy.
it's just, we've been scouting the roads.
Waylaid
Seeing
by
when the
enemies.
lights go off, and we thought, you're in the morning room anyway.
Oh, morning. I looked something up about that.
Yes.
So, the actual pronunciation should actually be morning.
Morning.
Yes.
Is it Gaelic as well?
It is. It's well, not Gaelic.
I've been
it's
learning a bit of
Old
Gaelic.
English. Really? Have you? And why?
Ha Oscar Ayus Sebastian Ku. No, wait, I said we're both dogs.
You just said we're both dogs.
No, I said we're both dog.
Why would what were you trying to say?
I haven't learned much.
What were you trying
We're
to
both
say?
nice, but I think that's snock.
Why?
Anyway, I can't get into it. Funny story though.
Oh man.
Maybe I'll be able to tell you. That's for a different heist.
A different heist. Okay. But you could use some of that. I mean, Gaelic, not right the right area. But yes, you're supposed to say morning, not for early in the morning, but for the I'm very sad.
Oh really?
Yes, you're supposed to say morning.
Morning.
Yeah. I mean, no one says that. No,
Okay.
If you're not first language speaker English listening to this podcast, please do not take any advice about pronunciation.
Good morning.
No, yes, no, bad, very bad, very
top
bad.
of the morning.
Top of the morning, yes.
I mean, we haven't agreed on whether or not it's J.K. Rowling or Rowling yet.
Funny story though. So when I was visiting the Czech Republic a lot, they have this thing where for women they add a over to the surname.
Yeah.
So
they do in Russia as well.
Yeah, exactly.
An A at least.
So it would be J.K. Rowling over, which is quite nice.
Good stuff.
So for me, that is my main
That settles
argument
it.
why it needs to be
It's
Rowling
Rowling,
and not
yes.
Rowling. Yeah.
Okay. Yep, agree.
So, what you're saying is we're going to fly over there. We're going to get a rental car.
Yes, most of the time she just lives in Edinburgh.
Oh, really?
So she's not even home. She has several homes.
Well, I mean, she would. She's rather wealthy.
Yeah.
And her husband's an anaesthetist.
Is that how they met?
Well, got to keep her calm,
Well, it's not working.
Well, I mean, every once in a while she escapes. I mean,
she sounds remarkably like Trump when you put it that way. By the way, huge shout out to Sarah Cooper on Twitter, who's not only my new internet crush, she's the one who lip syncs Donald Trump.
Oh, yes. She's pretty good, yeah.
Highly recommend. Bit off topic, but yeah. Other than that, yeah, so fly to Edinburgh.
Yeah.
Drive south.
Yeah.
Or north.
In the right direction.
Yeah. Wait, we can look it up. It's north of Edinburgh.
North of Edinburgh.
119 kilometers.
Oh, that's
Easy
easy peasy. Yeah.
Rent a boat. You can drop me off like a couple of meters before.
Yeah.
And it's only like...
Are we doing this during the day or night?
I want to say night.
Nighttime, I think so.
Yeah, it's a bit more scenic.
When do we put on the giddy suits?
On the boat.
On the boat?
Yeah, because I thought we'd get the big boat, which has 6 seats.
Oh, yeah.
We'll have plenty
That
of space
sounds good.
there.
Yeah.
That's
Actually,
yes.
If we're doing the Smartie thing, we're going to need some space. we might need a bigger boat.
Bigger boat.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm always in favor of bigger boats.
It's going to cost us about 290 euros per cubic meter of Smarties.
How many cubic meters do we need?
I don't know.
We're not going to fill up the entire mansion.
No, not the whole mansion, but maybe just her office. And maybe just like 1 meter deep. How big is the office?
I don't know.
Well, how big is a regular office? I mean, so she's added this to the end of the castle. What would you say?
I mean, she was born poor. She has very poor taste.
I mean, she's like nouveau riche, so she'll have like a obscenely large glass fronted thing. 40 square meters?
I would go as far as, without having seen it, it's not on a glass front, it has a glass ceiling.
Yeah.
Glass flooring. Glass doors.
Glass flooring?
Yeah.
It doesn't have glass flooring. No one's glass flooring. What does she live in a tower?
Me wrong?
No, but that would be that would really be ridiculous. That would really be a crime against aesthetics.
Which actually speaks for it in my book.
So, yes, I mean it would. Okay, maybe. So what? 50 square meters?
Let's say 50.
50 square. That's ridiculously low.
Okay, let's say 25.
No, 50. 50 square meters.
Then we'd need 50 cubic meters.
Yeah.
Of Smarties.
Yeah, that would be... that's a lot of Smarties.
That's like 15,000 euros also.
Yes. Is it worth it?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, wait, for the idea, like, so she'll be called by the police, right? They'll be like, good day, JK. There's been...
Okay, also in terms of logistics.
Yes.
There's security on the premises. There's CCTV cameras. I think we in ghillie suits can sneak in.
Yeah.
What are we going to do with 50 cubic meters worth of Smarties?
We just have them delivered. Like normal heist. Like we just have them delivered and we'll have the security guys bring them in. That's how we distract them.
JK.
Yeah.
The Nestle Smarties book prize for kids
it's finally arrived.
Back.
There we go. Exactly.
We're back in a big way.
Yeah, it's back. It's bigger than ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we announced that she's won the prize. And then that the prize will be arriving. So and then she'll be like, "Oh God, no! Can we not do it?"
No. But she has to sign for it personally.
Yeah. So she's gonna be there.
Yeah, at the gate.
Okay.
Well, we break in.
Yeah. And then
perfect distraction. Also,
that's pretty good.
She has to sign for each package personally.
That is good, because it does come in 500 gram tubs.
How much? How much is that in cubic meters?
No, it is. I mean, I worked it out. So basically, it comes in. It's about 800 grams,
yes.
And they're about 15 centimeters high, 15 centimeters wide, roughly. It's a bit smaller because it's a tub and it's sort of and it would be, you need 36 tubs per cubic meter.
Yes.
So if we're going for 50 square meters, that's 36 times 50. Yeah, that's a lot. That's like 150, I don't know, like 180 separate packages.
Okay, yeah. I still do have one question though.
Oh no, I left out a zero.
It's 360 packages per.
It's a lot. It's a lot of packages. Like, she's going to be there for a while.
Okay.
Like,
but how do we get her to take all those Smarties
into her office?
Into her office.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
She can do whatever hell she wants with her Smartie prize. Like, I don't care. Like, she can donate them to someone. Like, to this.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
And we will be taking her typewriter.
We're definitely taking the typewriter.
A manuscript.
Whatever manuscript she has lying around. I mean, it might be like the original manuscript for one of her adult novels, you know, like something that no one wants to read.
It might be a new manuscript.
Oh, Harry Potter 2, 2.0.
Harry Potter 2.
Harry Potter
this time
born
everyone's
again.
gay. And I'm actually putting it in the book.
Trans Harry.
Trans Harry. But he's still a man, I insist.
Yeah.
We're taking something from the morning room.
Yes.
And we'll take one of the CCTV cameras.
Or a piece of the fence, whatever's more convenient.
Yeah. It's an iron fence, but so I think breaking off all the cameras might be. But well, I mean, we can figure that out on the way in or out. I would say this heist is solved.
I would say it is solved. And we get on the boat.
Yeah.
And then we
just go
get
back
out of there.
So
when do we take the ghillie suits off again? On the boat?
Yeah, on the boat.
On the boat. Okay.
So underneath we're wearing our proper suits.
Oh, proper suits. Okay. Good to know.
So that's like 2,000 each.
That's very swordfish. Except it's not a naked woman.
Except none of us is getting a blowjob by John Travolta.
Yes. I prefer... Also, I'm sure J.K. Rowling would not watch that movie if John Travolta was giving out blowjobs left, right, and center.
Is that not what the plot of the film was?
No, he gets a blowjob.
He gave someone a blowjob.
No, he doesn't give someone a blowjob.
And while he's doing it... No, it's Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman gives someone a blowjob, and while he's doing it, he has to hack into the mainframe, holding a gun against John Travolta's head.
The movie would be much better if, instead of getting a blowjob while hacking into the thing, he has to also give a blowjob. It would be a much better movie.
Always go with the original instinct.
Yes, I think so, yeah.
Okay, and it comes in fairly cheap. So we've got 14,500 euros for the Smarties.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like 260 euros for the boat.
I must say, thank you, Amazon, for like always delivering shit cheaply. I mean, like they really do. They go out of their way to make a lot of our crimes much simpler. Like this was much harder 20 years ago.
Through slave labor. But 260 for the boat, back and forth.
Flights, new suits, and a rental car. And whiskey.
100 for the ghillie suit flights. So we're coming in at like 20,000, and I think we can sell all this shit for millions.
Probably.
Yeah. We could even sell to the fucking Elephant House, which is the cafe. I looked it up.
That's great.
That claims to be the birthplace of Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling also has gone out of her way to disprove that claim.
Really?
Yeah, saying, no, she's first written it in her flat in London.
Why would she do that?
I don't know, because
that's so bizarre.
Someone once charged her for extra milk.
Once we pull this off, like I do have to take you to the little pub that's across the road from the White Elephant or whatever it's called. Pints are on me, and if it is a brothel, I can't remember that. If it is whatever, it's all on me. It doesn't matter. We're going there. We're going huge.
Great. Sponsored by Aberfeldy.
Oh, Aberfeldy.
Aberfeldy, that smooth taste. Yeah, I would say that's us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for listening. My name is Sebastian Weismark.
My name's Oscar Brown.
You can find us on Twitter at How Do I Rob This. We are at How Do I Rob This on Instagram. We are How Do I Rob This on Facebook. That's all our social media presence, I want to say. We have a website. That's howdoirobthis.com. We are How Do I Rob This on all your podcasting apps. You can find Oscar
at the Oscar Brown.
You can find me at SM Weisberg. And next month we'll be back with guests and maybe on time and whatnot.
And all those things that podcasts should do.
Drunker and better than ever. And as a send-off, I'll do the famous Harry Potter quote. You're a wizard, Harry. No? It's not famous. But he is a wizard, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good. That was actually a fun one again, I think.
Yes. I think it's just sitting in the same room.
Yeah, it does.
Having a whiskey really
Having a whiskey does help, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to leave this cable here.
Okay. Good. Yeah. You know what? I'm just going to leave it in the adapter. Because I'll never use it for anything else.
Never use it for anything again. That's fine. I mean, that's okay.